restock of a quite new released radio from FUTABA. Yes, I don't think we talk about radio very much yet in the live. So this is a top of range FUTABA radio for RC cars.
Yes.
So let's do a quick unboxing.
Okay, let's go for it. So you might notice that a lot of car radios are in the pistol grip type arrangement these days. I mean, in the 80s, all the cars used to generally have a stick type radio, and wheel radio was the upgrade. So the idea of upgrading to a wheel radio is because you're using your index finger for controlling the throttle, so you've got a little bit more control there.
Yes.
And then you've got a steering wheel for adjusting steering. And pretty much now, the standard for surface type vehicles is to go for a pistol grip type radio.
Absolutely. So here we go. This is the top of the range by FUTABA. It's a Japanese made radio.
Yes.
So there we go.
So I guess all the top end radios are computerized now.
They are very computerized, yes.
This one's also touchscreen.
I'm not sure if this is touchscreen actually, but it probably is actually touchscreen.
Yep.
There we go. So they do come with two receivers, which is actually a bonus.
Yes.
There is the opportunity of
the steering wheel drop down.
The drop down, but I think this is for potentially putting it at the back as well. So you can, if you're left-handed, you want to have your radio at the back. This definitely
okay. So you got drop down and the angle changer.
And the angle. That's right. Yes.
Okay, so you can change the angle of the wheel depending on how your hand fits onto it.
That's right.
Yep.
You can drop it down, and again, you can install the wheel at the back. So if you're left-handed, you want to drive it on the other side. Yes.
Is it different diameter? It is a different
diameter. Wow.
Okay, so different diameter steering wheel is a bit different, but that'll allow you to change how sensitive the movement is.
Yes.
Yep. So obviously a smaller wheel is going to react faster.
Absolutely.
And a large wheel reacts slower.
That's getting a tuning aid.
Yes.
So let's have a look at this one here. So that's your controller here. Can move this one here.
So the 7 on this model means it's got 7 channels, right?
It should be. Not sure about the 7 channel actually. It should be a 7 channel, yes. So we power this on. There we go. It's got audio.
Oh, that's a bit special, isn't it?
And it's a fully color screen.
Looks like is this Android powered? Maybe.
No, I don't think. I think it's the. I don't know if it's Android powered. It's probably the proprietary software. It's definitely touchscreen. You can see here.
Okay.
Got all your menus. There you go.
Okay, so I guess the most basic functions of a radio would be 2 channels, because one channel is your throttle and the other channel is your steering. And then occasionally you use your other channels for
controlling
other items, such as changing gears or additional brakes, depending on the model you have.
If it's rock rolling, sometimes you have mixed steering. You can have gears, you can have diff locks.
Yep.
If you have trucks, perhaps you can have lights, you can have sound. There's quite a few different things
changing
you can
gears.
do. Changing gears again.
Yep.
So these are fully adjustable. So one interesting aspect of this is you can adjust the tensioning of the spring of your trigger.
Oh yeah, so basically like a softer trigger. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can also change the trigger itself to make it more suitable to the size of your finger.
Oh, okay. So you've got a thicker finger to a thinner finger.
Yes, that's right. So here they give you a few different size triggers.
Oh,
you can simply replace by undoing this little grab screw in here, and then this front part will come out, and you have a different diameter kind of arch here. So based on the size of your finger, you can be quite.
Well, that's very important, I guess, with competition type use, because you want it to be absolutely ergonomic to your hand.
Absolutely, yes. As you can see all the different channel buttons here. So when you're driving, you can actually control different function without moving your fingers from the radio. Whoops.
Yep.
There's a timer function as well that you can activate, I think, from one of these buttons.
Yes.
In general, it's all very programmable.
Yes.
So this is a FUTABA 7PXR, which is the latest and greatest.
Yep.
It does come with a battery and 2 receivers.
Yep.
And a charger as well. So you got your charger.
Oh, charger as well. That's very handy.
So it's a LiFi battery.
Okay.
And you've got a charger included.
Okay, very good.
So
you can just see it there.
There we go. So I like to compare this one to the Sanwa M17.
Yep, so they're on the same level. So they're both on top-end competition use
controllers.
Radios.
Yes. You can see similar shape.
Yes.
But they're actually quite different. When you hold them, they feel considerably different. So
well, I guess it's the balance of which would be different too, right?
They've become a lot lighter these days.
They have.
So compared to what they used to be, 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago, they're a lot heavier. Now they're way more balanced and lighter.
Yeah, because the radios used to feel top heavy,
Absolutely.
but these feel really good.
So because the radio was top heavy, they had a heavy battery as well to compensate often for
Yes.
that.
Yes.
But now is everything becoming lighter, so the battery can be even lighter as well.
Yep.
So you put light or battery 3.7 volts, 7.4 volts, a bit
Yes.
smaller than what they used to be, and therefore you get much more compact radio. So if you're doing a long race, often they
Or definitely like a 1 hour final.
1 hour finals,
Yep.
that can become really heavy.
Oh, definitely.
So something like that is
Yes.
definitely an improvement. Now they all feel different. In my personal liking, the Sanwa has a trigger that I like better. So this is one of my radios, and I like the feel of the trigger better
Yes.
than the FUTABA. But I was actually noticing now that this one has a much improved feel on the trigger. It feels way stiffer than it used to be. So then again, everyone has their own preference.
Well, that's it. So it's important to just have a feel of them because you need a comfortable radio. I mean, both will be comfortable, but one will be more comfortable than the other for each individual person.
Yes, yes, exactly. So let's. This one also has a. Let's see if there is any battery on this one. Turn this on. It does have. Again, it's a color screen, different interface.
Yep.
This side panel is a touchscreen panel, but the screen itself is not touchscreen in this case, which is fine. It's just a matter of getting used to go through the menu.
Yep.
Got a couple of buttons here as well.
Yep.
And the buttons are also here. So you got physical buttons and also digital buttons. There we go, and here you can see difference between the two.
Yep. You can definitely tell the build quality of these.
Absolutely.
So they're very well molded. Overall finish of everything is very clean. The FUTABA one's a little bit more blingy because it's got some carbon fiber finish on it, which you might see around the edges, some trim.
Yes. So
either way, they're both very good radios.
Very good radio. So here is what about an $800 to $1,000 radio is looking like.
Yes.
Now each of these manufacturers do produce lower end radios as well, a bit more entry level, less features, but the feel often is quite similar. They are quite good as well. So many different options are there. So let's see in the meantime if anyone has any questions here. Let's see.
Simon Healy is talking about the timer, I think. Timer works off the silver button on the bottom to tap on your body.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Simon. I know you're using one of those. I think you should upgrade to this one, perhaps. But that's the timer button here.
Oh, okay.
Because you can obviously tap it on your body like this as you go. So you start it up. That's really good.